The Premier League is so cooked. Everybody says that the Premier League is the best league in the world, but when it comes to a big challenge like the Champions League, they just seem to fumble the bag, and this happened this week. Let's start off with PSG and Chelsea. We thought that Chelsea were going to put up a fight because they got demolished on the first leg at Paris, but what we saw this week in the second leg at Stamford Bridge was a Chelsea death. We saw the Chelsea death. We saw Chelsea get demolished by PSG. And we expected Chelsea to do something since they are the world champions. These guys did not put up a single fight. These guys were ready to give up at the first chance they had. PSG honestly exposed their defense the most that it's ever been exposed. This Chalobah guy has to leave, and a lot of players honestly have to leave. A lot of these Chelsea players are mid. They aren't good. But it just shows where Chelsea is, because both of these projects started almost around the same time, and we see the difference. We see that one team is literally the best team in the world, and another team is just probably an overrated team that got gassed up because of the club broke up. And I would honestly analyze this Chelsea and PSG game, but there's nothing to analyze. There's nothing positive to talk about Chelsea. And PSG, we could just say that this team was built to destroy every single team that goes in front of them. This team was built to win Champions Leagues. This team was built to win every single trophy that they could achieve. There's nothing more that I could say. Vitinha and João Neves were meant to be the best duo in the world. These guys were running across Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo for 180 minutes. These guys are meant to be the best midfielders in the Premier League. These guys were meant to be suited to go through players. That's why they're very physical and they're very athletic. And PSG is just a full-on dynasty. Let's go on with Manchester City and Real Madrid. Manchester City were almost in a similar situation as Chelsea were in. They come in from a defeat at the Bernabeu. They went into the Etihad. People thought that there was going to be a comeback. There was going to be something that City were going to do. But honestly, Real Madrid won that battle at their home already, because they locked down and gave Madrid not even a single opportunity to score. There were 2 goals that came in, and they were both offside. Bernardo Silva ended up fumbling the game in the first half by getting that red card. After that, everybody knew that it was scraps. It was over, and we really didn't see a comeback happening throughout the second half because the time was ticking and it was already over. We saw a few nice plays from Doku. We saw a few nice plays from a bunch of players, but at that time it really didn't matter. We already saw Pep Guardiola just give up by the 80th, 90th minute, and Real Madrid just got better throughout the game. Vinicius Jr. making fun of Manchester City fans was honestly one of the highlights of this match. This guy, every time that he's told that he's one of the most overrated players or just a player that complains a lot, this guy goes and actually shows it in the pitch. He scored a beautiful goal and a penalty to seal up this match and say goodbye to Manchester City. Supposedly one of the best Premier League teams, another one that got kicked out of the competition. And now we go into Barcelona and Newcastle, and this was honestly a very tight game on the first half. We saw Newcastle actually play football for the first time. These guys are known in the Premier League to be just a very, very physical team that just defends. But what we saw Newcastle do against Barcelona on that first half, we saw Newcastle actually play, and it was an intense game. Barcelona were attacking, Newcastle were attacking. It was just a free flow game on one side, and on the other side, teams were just, midfielders were going 1-1, attackers were going 1-1, teams were scoring 1-1, and ended up 2-3 when Barcelona ended up getting that penalty in the last minute of the first half. And honestly, that was the game changer. That was the goal that changed the game. Before that, we saw Newcastle actually put an effort. I didn't think that this was going to be the goal that made Newcastle crumble completely. And when we go into that second half, we just see a complete domination by Barcelona's attack. We see Lewandowski, we see Lamine Yamal show his face and actually score. We see Lamine Yamal, we see why this guy is being called the best player in the world. He is honestly the face of football currently. Next year, when you see that FIFA title, that FIFA cover, you're going to see Lamine Yamal. And in that second half, Barcelona showed why they are the second, the third, fourth, whatever, first best team in the world. But let me know what you guys think of the Premier League in the comments below. Do you think it's the most overrated league in the world? Do you think that these managers from the Premier League overthink the tactics and just get everything wrong in the Champions League? Let me know what you guys think.